Kecik coming a little bit too close, and here's the disruption setup for Power Gaming to come in, surround the Viper, a hefty heal bomb into the Who Stomp. Kecik's going to be the first to fall down as First Blood going the way of JYC. They'll force ADTR back as well. Power Gaming.
Stay bottom. He probably would be better off roaming though. I think the Void would be fine on his own here. So roaming to try and kill.
Oh. Mid lane, they're talking about roaming to try and kill ADTR, heading towards mid, hits an arrow. Allowing Kecik to just close the gap. ADTR going in, JYC with a disruption to hold Kecik back, and now with the heals from Dazzle, they'll be able to force back Kecik. He's going to be taken down. Xnova turning it with ADTR, seeing if they can finish off Jacko, but Jacko looks to be fine and gets himself back over to his high ground.
The ganks from the Mirana and Ogre don't work. That's all they need to make sure. Follow them around, place wards, and make sure you see them.
JYC and Mosin on the move. At the moment, Mosin TPing up top. Maybe pwr.ddz did a little bit of action.
Huskar getting dived at top.
And Mirana jumping forward, trying to go for it. They're going to pop the Stampede. DDZ falling incredibly low. The bashes come through. Bash.
He couldn't get the grave off.
Oh, Rod with the RNG that was required to get that kill against Power Gaming. Now, 3 heroes still orientated on the top lane. Power Gaming are going to realize this and try and dive in deep onto Syeonix with the double edge. MTR will be able to finish him off, but at the same time, Viper gets the backup for the Dazzle is going to be there. DDZ falling low, Syeonix moves in, the heal comes out, Shallow Grave as well, and DDZ just jumps in onto ADTR. ADTR leaps away Kecik, turning up the fight as well. They look to DDZ, they'll take down the Huskar, now trying for more. Mosin in trouble as he backs away, gets the heal off. MTR and JYC turning up as Power Gaming looking to turn it around. Can they close the gap? They have found Roddgee, but he gets trouble here as DDZ jumps in. He's just going to go for the straight TP out. Is he going to make it? Oh, he might burn out. Right, he does. The Burning Spear stacking up too much for him to live through, even under the Fountain regen. Power Gaming find themselves.
As long as they're not losing any heroes and Stark is pushing and damaging the tier 2 at top. And look at this, Viper is constantly making it hard for the Huskar to hit the towers.
And DDZ down to half health. The Chrono's there, and that's going to actually allow them to take down DDZ. Great Chrono from Rod, moving in for more. They've taken a second. Kecik with a double kill. MTR trying to run himself away, but they're hot on his heels. A third down on Power Gaming. And as you said, Tangerine coming out with the plays there.
Yep, that was bad because Centaur had no way of saving his team. Yeah, great, you have a Crimson Guard, but you can't jump once the Chrono comes in. It was a pretty decent Chrono. There's no way you can blink past.
A game changer if it's just come out a little bit too late. Top lane, pushing in Power Gaming. Stampy's going to be popped and they'll jump forward with the blink. The leap is out in time, but the stun's still connected.
There we go, one kill, tower secured.
And that's exactly what you need to see. Yeah, with that blink decking, you just got to kind of ask yourself, if it's being focused, this tower will finally fall.
Wait, is he getting ditched by his team?
DDZ, he needs some kind of backup. He's going to just jump straight back in, but you can see Void looking for the backline. Chrono, he'll get it off onto 2. God. Disruption's there to hold back the Void, but DDZ, he hasn't got any save from the teammate because of that Chronosphere. One's going to go down on both sides, but it's a Void for a Huskar trade. Now the Grave comes out onto MTR. Shadow Dance from Syeonix as he backs away. See if they can come back in for anything more. MTR jumping forward with a Fire Blast from Xnova, holding him back. They'll focus down onto the Ogre, chasing him down. Xnova trying to juke it out in the tree line. Isn't going to make it away as the poison comes through from JYC.
That was still a really good Chrono. He chronoed the Shadow Demon and the Dazzle towers now. They're going to lose their towers now. Chrono down. Power's just going to run over and try to siege.
Kecik coming forward. He's in a lot of trouble. MTR's jumping forward and Power Gaming in full force. Kecik's out.
Gosh.
Tangerine.
I mean, the only way they made that kill was he needed to get the Chronosphere at the edge so that hopefully with the Glyph try to deter them. They're not going to use the buyback.
And there's your Halberd done on DDZ, as you said. The big iron pick up the Omni straight onto Xnova as Jacko jumps in. Takes down another. Rod trying to come through with the time dilation to slow down Power. It's a painful timer for Tangerine to be looking at. They need it desperately to hold them back. Stampeders, they're going to actually move in. Power Gaming with the Blade Fury onto 2. The Who Stomp, they're going to bring Kecik low. Kecik, he's out. But MTR's saved just in time by the Shallow Grave, allowing him to force back the rest of the team. A buyback from Viper, though. They need to do something about this. They have Chrono available. They found 2. They've taken down the Aegis. See if they can get him down for a second time. DDZ being focused. You can see Jacko trying to run himself away from Syeonix. And they finish this racks off. You can see DDZ just trying to finish it. They will get it. And DDZ is going to try to actually find some kills as well. Doesn't look like enough damage,
expensive. But I don't think that was even worth getting the melee racks there. I said that they should not jump. The moment they jumped, they used a buyback. They lost so many heroes there. That was, I think, not worth it. That was a big swing for Tangerine there, despite losing the melee racks and using. But I don't think he needs it.
Xnova trying to juke this out in the tree line. He's going to go for the TP, but there's disruptions there to set it up. The rest of Tangerine will back off and leave him to die. Power Gaming getting one.
Oh, they're trying to go for one more kill. No, they're gonna be able to run down the Mirana there. They might have to wait for the next Roshan right now because the last fight gave away so much to Tangerine. The next
with DDZ, if they get the perfect combination, closing the gap, jumping in with the Silver Edge here onto DDZ. He's going to be defensively disrupted. Jumping forward, looking for the Chrono. They're going to get it onto Jacko. Jacko being focused, but the Blade Fury was still there. And the Stampede damage reduction, saving Power Gaming's ass here as they turn back onto Tangerine. Take down 2. Syeonix has popped the BKB, but he's got to run back. And Power Gaming single-handed, but pretty much in perfect timing, of course.
A lot of pressure on the Chrono, though.
And Stampede pretty much comes out again. They spot him out in the tree. Syeonix!
Oh, no.
Not the way that they want to start this defense.
Second. That was just 1 second, and he was just dead.
Slark, he's going to have to buy back. A Tangerine, with their backs against the wall. Power Gaming ready to force onto the third lane, take this tier 3 down and open up the base. In fact, on the back lines, you've got a bit of a wraparound. The Chrono's being dropped. They're going to be able to find Jacko, but the Stampede coming through. Look at that damage reduction. The Crimson as well. They just can't kill Jacko. DDZ jumps forward onto the Viper. Syeonix trying to finish off Jacko here with the Grave. The Crimson guards out. Mosen just getting himself away. Will finally go down to the Slark, but it's only a Dazzle dying. They have lost, in fact, DDZ as well. This is the defense Tangerine need. The stacks on the S's building up on Syeonix. They found a third. Jumping forward, chasing down Jacko as well. They've caught JYC. He's going to disrupt himself, but he's going to end up going down 4 dead on Power Gaming. Jacko, the only one to get himself out of there. Tangerine with the exact defense that they needed.
That was quite weird as well. They tried to focus the hero that has Aegis, and Power chose to drop their defensive spells on the Jug, whereas they could have actually tried to use their spells on the Huskar, because Jug had Aegis. So it was very weird that they tried to grave him and tried to disrupt him. Bad decisions, and they lost the fight, and right now they
actually found Kecik. They're stampeding to allow Jacko to try and close the gap here. MTR coming in as well, and with the Diffusal Blade slow, they've caught him out. He's got a Glimmer Cape. Sentry's going to be laid down. He's going to try for the TP out, but the disruption from JYC there to hold Kecik in place and allow Power Gaming to take him down, and indeed, buyback unavailable. He's 130 gold short. That's 7 seconds, but the base in absolute disarray as Power Gaming have all but done the damage. It's going to hold Tangerine back. There's the Chrono jumping in, but immediately again the Stampede comes out and they can't do any damage. Huge damage negation coming out from the Aghanim's ult from Sentinel. 2 down immediately on Tangerine. The Crimson comes forward as Syeonix tries to fight in. Mosen graves himself and Kecik, and Mosen just forced back to the base. Kecik's down. 4 dead without buybacks, and G is called. Power Gaming knocking Tangerine down and out, and they will be the ones to move forward.